Hey guys, so today we're going to look at customizing templates, and I'm going to do the product template. And basically we're going to do this so that we don't have to duplicate data on every product that we write, because we've got some content that we want on every product in the site. So let's take a look at that. Let's go back to our sample website here. So this is our coffee website, and we've got here our information about the product. But then down the bottom here, we've got some information which is about shipping, which is really information that I like to put on the product page, but it's really site-wide. It's not going to change based on the different green bean products that you go to, and we're only selling green beans, at least at this point. So what I want to do is I want to build this into the template so that I don't have to build it into the product. So let's first of all have a look at the product itself. This is the product, and if we go down here, you can see that the data is here in the product. I've had to add it in, and I've added it in code. Okay, just like we saw in the last lesson. If we go all the way down the bottom here, you can see this is the information related to that shipping table. And really it comes all the way up to here, this HR, which is a horizontal rule, and underneath that you've got the header, just green beans shipping rates. Let's take another look at that on the website so that you can see it. This is a horizontal rule, this is the header, and then this is the table. So we want to build this into the template so that we don't have to do it every time. Okay, so let's go back to our, let me go back a step here and just take you out of this, go to the online store. So if you go to your online store here, you've got this actions button. If you're normally customizing it, you're going to go into customizing, but you've also got these action buttons. And just for reference, so that you know, this is actually a Turbo theme from Out of the Sandbox. I like Turbo theme, the Out of Sandbox themes in general. I like Turbo, and they've just released Flex, and I like that. That's another good theme. So, but let's go in and edit the code of this Turbo theme. Whatever theme you've got, it's basically going to have the same files one way or another. So first of all, we've got to find the product liquid. I'm going to close these out so that we can start from scratch. So into the templates here, we know, because if we go to the product here, it's either not going to show this because there's only one possible template, in which case this box will not appear, or it'll show you what template you're using. We're using the one called product. So let's go to product, which is the default here. Now, we would expect a whole lot of code here, and they haven't done that. What they've done is they've said, hey, yeah, this is the product liquid, but all the code for it can be found in sections product-template. And sections are below here. So let's go and have a look at sections product-template. And here's all the code. This is all the code, HTML, liquid code, bit of CSS that's going to design that page, right? And it's all basically built into the theme. It's not something you're coding yourself. You're buying your theme, and they've done all this work for you. And as you come down the bottom of here, just so I can show you, down here we get into the schema. This is the piece that actually sets up in the theme customizer the various options that you have to set on the page. So we're not going to go into that yet. I just wanted to show you the difference. So let's go further up and find where our product description is. Okay, so our product description is here, and we've got two different blocks here. We've got the product description equals top, so if it's at the top of the page, and the product description equals bottom if we've set it to the bottom of the page. And that's part of my theme options when I set this theme. So I am to know that my product description is at the bottom, i.e. it's under the pricing and the buy now button. So let's just put a test in there, just save that, and let's refresh it on this page. I just want to make sure that I know where I'm editing. I'm doing an F5 to refresh this, and there you go, there's the test. Okay, it's at the bottom of the product description. That's perfect. That's where I want to do this. So what I want to do is I want to copy all of this, and I want to build it into the theme. So if I go back to my product here, into my raw code, take that HR and copy all the way down to the bottom and copy it. And I can delete it at this point because I've got it in my clipboard. I can save it. If I now do an F5, that table will have disappeared, completely disappeared, right? So now I want to build it into the template. So let's go into where we've got tests here and do a paste. It looks a bit of a mess. And, you know, if I had the time in the coding, I'd do all the indentation on this to make it easier to copy. For now, I'm not going to bother. I'm going to click save on that. And now when I refresh this, that data should reappear. There you go. reappeared at the bottom of the template. So why is that an advantage? Why is that better to us? Okay, that is better for us because now when I want to enter a new product, and I actually just created one here called copy sample data. So I've just put some terrible data in there, title, description. I put a price in there and that's about all. I put a bit of inventory so that it shows up. So now when I preview this, without building out that table or doing that work of building that into the product, it's going to appear there because it's part of the product template. Okay, so if you've got duplicate data that you want on every product page, you don't have to build it into the products. You can build it into the product template. And there are similar templates out there. I haven't even got an image on this one, but there are similar templates out there for collections and also most elements, pages, etc. of Shopify. That's going to be part of your theme. In this case, we're using the Turbo theme. So that's how to customize your product template in the Turbo theme by Out of the Sandbox for Shopify.